So the next one I'm going to do is we have to get down on the ground. So we're going to do the hip release. So lying down on your back. And we're going to put the right leg over the left leg. We're then going to bring the legs or the knees up towards your chest. With your hands, you're going to pull the skin down on your shins and then sort of pull them towards you. Now you can then lift your head up. You can try both ways. I generally go to the right for the right leg, but with all fascial maneuvers, it is up to you to what feels right. And we're going to do the 3 breaths. And then 3 breaths through your nose. And release. And then left leg over. Again, pulling up, pulling down on the skin of your calves and sort of pulling them apart. And once again, my feet are in it. And we're going to pull the legs towards, like pulling the knees towards your chest. You've got your head up. This time I'm looking towards the left. And 3 breaths through your mouth. And 3 breaths through your nose. You can also, if you want, go for a little bit, move your legs to the side a little bit. Just playing around on different angles, around what feels nice for your body. Okay? So, there's a few different ways. I'm just going to move my camera down a little bit. Whee, hello. So, the knee. So, you can do this in a squat. So, I'll show you in a squat. So I do it this way when I warm up. I sit down in a squat, I cross my hands over, I place them on my knee, and I'm turning outwards, so going that way. And I just grab both and I hold. And I just sit here for a few breaths. You can do it one hand, so your knee's there, and you're going outwards. So you're twisting the skin out, and you can do that on both knees. Again, doing the breaths that you want to do. And another way to do it is the same, but sitting this time. So if you can't squat, squatting is not an easy thing for you to do. You can do it sitting. You can do it sitting in a chair. Can't be bothered moving to the couch, so we're going to do it sitting on the ground. And we are going to, again, and you can try, when you're sitting on the ground, you can try in both directions, see how you feel. So test both directions. It is nice. When I go outwards, I feel it down more into my glute and hip. When I go inwards, I feel it more down into my ankle. That is just my body. Everyone feels things a little bit different. And so you just hold that and breathe. And I like to go with my hip from side to side. I also like to do a little bit of a ankle twirl, a bit of a bend and stretch. While we're at this leg, we're going to stay with the right leg. And while it's bent, we're going to interlace our fingers and put it up under your knee there. We're then going to stretch the leg out, and we're going to push in on the skin and pull it down towards your bottom, and use your body weight. So actually use your body weight to pull back, and then again. Moving that ankle around. And then we're going to stay on this leg. A couple more to do. We've got another 1, 2, 3 more to do on this leg, and then we'll swap over. So we're going to interlock our fingers again. We're going to pull down towards your ankle, but on top of, like on your shin. You're going to push in on the skin. You're going to pull up like you're putting a sock or a boot on. And then slowly moving around. making sure that you're breathing 3 through your mouth, 3 through your nose. Whenever I do this one, my neck always clunks, opens up my neck. And then, same thing, interlocking your fingers at this time underneath on your ankle and on your calf. And you can go up a bit further if you want. You don't have to stay down there. If you feel like you need to go up and more on your calf, that is fine. There is no right or wrong, it's just your body. And making sure you're breathing as you're doing this. And the last one we're going to do is the ankle. So we're going to turn our hands. One's going to twist one way and one's going to twist the other. So one's like away from you and one's towards you. So both hands on your ankle, one twists away, one twists towards, and we're going to hold that while we move our ankle around in all different angles. Remembering to move slow. Fascia likes to move slow. Apparently at 4 centimeters a second. And then you can twist the other way. So the hand that was towards you now goes away. So just changing the way that the hands were. Still breathing. Alternating those breaths between your mouth and your nose. Okay. So, up to the knee, up to your left leg, or if you didn't follow along and you did your left last time, you're now up to your right. The leg you didn't do. And again, we're gonna, so you can do it on top of the kneecap. I like to just go around, so I'm not sure if you can see it, sort of like I'm making a circle with my hands on the top of the knee there. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And again, you can try it both directions, see what your body needs at this time. Remembering to breathe. One of the really powerful things about fascial maneuvers, well, there's so many powerful things, but one, is how it really encourages you to listen to your own body and to adapt anything that feels right for you at this time. So there is a lot of disconnection for a lot of people between their body, and this one's really, fascial maneuvers is a beautiful practice to start to develop and listen to your body. So interlacing your fingers, placing it under your knee, pushing in, pulling down, leaning back, and moving your foot around. And the breathing onto the shin, so down towards the front of your ankle, pulling up. So you can pull up as far or as little as you want, and then just moving the foot around slowly. Doing your 6 breaths through your mouth, 6 breaths, 3 through your mouth and 3 through your nose. And then underneath, so interlocking your fingers, placing it down towards your heel, and then pulling up to wherever it feels like you need. Moving around, and the last one on this side is that ankle one. So again, we're rotating the hands, one away from you, one towards you, on your top, just the top of your ankle, on your lower leg, moving that foot around, and twisting back the other way. And standing up. Go for a walk and see how much lightness there is for you. See if there's any shifts in your hips, in your feet, in your toes, how you walk. shaking it out. On to a little bit of head work. So the first one we're going to do is antler twist. So for antler twist, we're using the palm of our hands and we're going to place them on our temple area. So we're going to start off with your right hand and your fingers are going to be pointed backwards. And with your left hand, the fingers are pointed forwards. And we're going to push in. And then you're going to rotate so your fingers are pointing upwards. And your face should look a little bit like that. We want to keep that pressure on. And we're just going to make sure we've got our spinal pelvic lock on as we slowly move our head around. Making sure we're doing the conscious breath. If you lose your grip, just re-grip. Your right fingers are back, your left fingers are forward. And just moving around. You can go down into a bit of a squat. Looking in all the different directions. And coming up. And then on to a peekaboo. So for peekaboo, we're going to wrap our right hand all the way. I just need to fix my camera a little bit. We're going to wrap our right hand around all the way across to our left side of our neck. And we're sort of going to push in and pull around to our right. We're then going to look to our right elbow. So we're going to sort of turn our head to the right. And then with our left hand, we're going to push on the skin away to our left ear. Three breaths through your mouth. And moving around and letting it go. Alright, the sinus release. Love this one. And actually Barb was telling me today how it's related to energizing you and about saying I can and I will from left to right. It was a really interesting conversation that I had with Barb, and learning new things. So we will place our left hand on the side of our right nostril. So right on there, we're going to push in, and then with our right hand we're going to pull the skin back towards our right ear. And just breathing, making sure you've got your spinal pelvic lock on. Moving your head in all directions. Take a moment. Always amazes me just the difference between the two nostrils after you've done one or the other. And just so important for, getting that extra oxygen, feeling more alive. All right, other side. So we're going to use our right hand and we're going to place it on the side of our left nose, on the crease there. We're going to push in. We're going to grab our left hand and we're going to pull it on the cheek area back towards your ear. We've got our spinal pelvic lock on. You are slowly moving your head around in different angles, and of course, you are breathing. And ready to go. Shake it out. Feel alive. Alright, getting cheeky. So this time similar to antler twist, but we're using fingers, not our palms, but same direction. So, and we're placing it on that meaty part of your jaw. So, 3 fingers pointing backwards, 3 fingers pointing forwards, We're pushing in and we're turning. And breathing, moving, exploring, tuning in and letting go. Alright, I've been doing this one heaps. The next one, the double ear pull, and I've been getting a lot more earwax. So it's obviously opening stuff up and clearing things out. So being really powerful, the double ear pull. So we're going to use both hands. We're going to pull up on the ears, and generally it's nice to pull forwards. Some people try and you can go backwards instead of forwards. For me, it is forwards. It's no right or wrong. It's just what feels right for your body. Spinopelvic lock. Slowly moving around, getting all the angles. Open the jaw. You can go down into a squat. Still breathing through it all. Whew. Going for a walk. So really nice, opening up the jaw, jaws related hips and the ankles. So nice to open all of them. All right, going to the vagus nerve. So for the vagus nerve, using your left hand, and have a play around here. I know the basic cueing is to put it on the top of the track there and push away. I encourage people to actually have a play around. I quite like doing it a little bit closer to my neck, more in the hollow, just above my collarbone. Everyone's got their own tightness around here, so I encourage people just to have a play around. Where does your body feel like it needs it at this point? When you have found that spot, I want you to push down. You can do a little bit of a turn, a torque on the skin. Then we're pushing it away towards your shoulder. And same here, so we're using our left hand on our right side. Our head is going to look up and towards the left, so our chin is up. With our right hand, I again encourage people to find, where does that hand need to go? Is it under the chin? Is it a bit closer towards the ear? There is no right or wrong. You just want to create space and a stretch between the two hands and where your body needs it at this time. So squatting down. And 3 through the nose. And coming up. Actually had a class today in a yurt. So I ran a 1.5 hour class workshop. I had a lady did this and her neck was all when she'd done one side. So really powerful at opening it up and then feeling contracted in the other side. So using your right hand, again, having a play around. Might be a different spot on this side. No right or wrong. No judgment. Letting go with judgment. And we're going to push down, pull away. We're going to find that tension line. So we're looking, so we've used our right hand on our left shoulder and we've pushed down, we're pushing towards our shoulder. We're turning our head to the right with our chin up. And then we're placing our left hand somewhere around there. Might be on your chin, might be more on your neck. We're down into a squat with our spinopelvic lock and breathing. And coming up. It's got me sweaty. I was really quite tight on that side. Okay. Go for a walk. Some head stuff. Rub your hands together. All your hands, back sides, your knuckles. Rub, 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 rub. Starting with the iliocecal, before I keep talking, take your hands apart, feel that energy. Love doing this. See how far, so you can still feel the tingle and the pulsing. Have a dance with it, play around. So we're electrical, and our organs are electrical and energetic. They hold emotions. So really nice. Our hands are like antennas, communicating with our energy and others. Just bringing that in. So we are going to place our hands on our organs. Now you can just place them, or you can do a talk. So I will explain the cueing for if you're going to do the talk or the turn. But if you can't, I know some people's hands are a little bit, they have trouble with their fingers and hands and the strength. So you can just place in the area that I talk about. So rubbing together. The first one I'm going to do is the iliocecal valve. So for this one, we're going to go across a couple of inches, down a couple, and I want you to have a play around there. Now, for a lot of people, not everyone, but for a lot of people, you'll be able to find a bit of a ball. So have a play. If you find that ball, that's the iliocecal valve. So the iliocecal valve is the valve between your small and large intestine. When that's not working properly, it can cause bloating, it can cause diarrhea, it can cause lots of things. It can cause things going into the large intestine that should be in the small, and vice versa. So can cause digestion issues, autoimmune. So a really nice one to get it all happening in our digestive system. So we start with our fingers always pointing down. Same as the belly one and the other ones that we've done. So we found that spot, that sweet spot. We're going to push in and we're going to turn. With our left hand, we're going to put it up on our trap area, on the back of our neck. Either side, doesn't matter. You need to be more comfortable there. That is fine. We're going to push in, we're going to turn, and we do the 3 breaths. Through your mouth and then through your nose. And letting it go. So you also may notice a change in your hip on that one. If we release the front, we release the back. Okay, these all can be done lying down too in bed. I do these before bed, can help with sleep. So the next one we're going to do is the liver and gallbladder. So this is up on the right side. So we're going to use our right hand, and again, sort of go from the middle, go down, have a play around. For most people, most of the time, you'll feel a little bit of like it might be a bit soft, and it gets hard. That's the liver that you're feeling. Your gallbladder, so again, we push in with our fingers pointing down, and then we turn so our fingers are pointing up. We put our hand on the back of our shoulder, neck area, wherever is comfortable. And you're going to do your 3 breaths through your mouth and your 3 breaths through your nose. As I mentioned before, each organ holds emotion. So the emotion for liver is anger, the gallbladder is resentment. So why are you doing this? It can be really powerful to say affirmations such as, I thank you, body, for holding on to my anger and resentment. It no longer serves me, and I release it. I am safe, I am protected, and I am loved. And let go. My arms get sore, so shake them out. So I do it lying down. No. I find for me it is easier to do it lying down. I seem to be able to get in further. Again, using our right hand, going across to our stomach. So our stomach is all about belief and desire. Do you have the belief that you are entitled to live your desires? Do you have that courage and that confidence? So placing your right hand over underneath your left rib cage, and we're pulling it towards our midline. Again, left hand up on the back. 3 breaths through your mouth and 3 breaths through your nose. And again, you might like to say, I thank you, body, for letting me just step into my belief, for having the courage to do so and the confidence, and to actualizing my desires. Okay. And the last one, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 around the sides. So the last one is going down to your left hip and going up to your right shoulder on a diagonal, pulling. So this is it, helping with the large and small intestine. So pulling up towards your belly button and your right shoulder, left hand up on your back. 3 breaths through your mouth, 3 breaths through your nose. And I give myself permission to stop overthinking. I will lead with my heart. And not my head. Oh, I need that one. Obviously, I've been overthinking. I do have a lot going on at the moment. I'm very busy. So, on to the bladder. The bladder holds our fear. This also really nice at releasing the lower back. Nice for C-section scars as well. So, this one's powerful to do. So, I like to use 2 hands. You can just use one and put the other like we have been. But you can also use 2. You also don't have to put your hand down your pants, but again, I like to do skin on skin. So we're going to find just above your pubic bone. So we're going to lean forward, we're going to push in, and we're going to pull up. We're then going to push our pelvis forward. Finding different angles as you breathe, your 3 breaths through the mouth and 3 breaths through the nose. I thank you, body, for holding on to my fear. Fear no longer serves me. I release my fear and step forward with confidence and belief. And coming up. Okay. Onto the kidney. We'll do the right kidney first. This is also, not that it's directly, but also good for the lung. So we're going to sort of squeeze, we're going to put our hand like that around our rib cage, and we're going to sort of squeeze in around our rib cage, and we're going to push down. We're then going to use our left hand, and you can wrap this around, so around to the right side, and we can sort of pull over. You can create more space, so you're leaning over towards your left, your head's to the right. And you can do staged breaths here, some quick inhales. So nice activating. So really nice also for the adrenals, so what powers us. So I'm ready to step into my power. And letting it down. All right. Just take a deep breath in. So this side certainly feels more expansive. All right, left hand this time. Up, squeezing in your rib cage. Pulling down with your right hand, pulling up on your neck, wrapping it around to the left side of your neck, pulling over. Turning your head, you can lean over towards the right. You've got your spinal pelvic lock on and you're looking towards the left. And the activating breath. 3 breaths through your mouth. And then 3 breaths through your nose. And letting go. All right, we're going to stay on that side, so we're going to keep using the left hand. And we're going to track down to the bottom of our ribs, and then we're going to go up, follow that back of the rib cage till it gets to our spine. And just on about, a centimetre to the left of the spine, we're going to push in there. And if you lean forward, so your right hand up on the back of your neck trap area, we're going to lean forward and over towards our right. have a play around at your spine area there. And you'll often find a little bit of a tender area. So here we're working the spleen, which is about worry. So I release all my worry, no longer serves me. 3 breaths through your mouth. And 3 breaths through your nose. And letting go. All right. So the last couple, the last one is the thyroid. There is a couple of ways to do this one too. You can have one hand on your sort of like collarbone chest area pulling down while the other one pulls up, or you can just pull up and have the other one at the back of the neck. So completely up to you what feels right. I like to do this way. Doesn't matter though. So there, and I also like to go for a bit of a squat and turn, doing your 3 breaths through your mouth and 3 breaths through your nose. This one has a beautiful affirmation. It's all about speaking your truth in the throat chakra. So it is the thyroid one as well. And I step into my courage to speak my truth with kindness and with love for myself and others. And coming up. Ugh. And our beautiful last one is our heart-brain cohesion. So for that one, we're placing our right hand on our chest and our left hand on the top of our head. And what I'd like you to do is to actually visualize the breath connecting your heart and your head. So as you breathe in, that connection, and as you breathe out, that connection. You can also use light. So our heart space is, our heart chakra is green, so you can picture a green light. And our head is often white or a violet. So again, but whatever color resonates with you. Today you might be in a yellow mood. So hands on your head, hands on your chest, right hand, left hand, spinal pelvic lock is on. You're going to do 3 breaths through your mouth. And 3 breaths through your nose. I thank you, heart, for leading me with confidence and with love so that I can step into my highest expression every day. You're in charge, heart. Have confidence in you. And brain, you're the co-pilot today and every day. You're there to support my heart and support my well-being. And together, we will work together to have a joyous, loving day. And thank you.